Okay, yes, I know that this episode is late, but look, I've had a lot going on this last few days. Uh, Being sick, dog sitting for 14 hours, and today just being too tired to give a damn until now. Um, right now I'm recording this at 4:45 in the afternoon, so yeah, this is probably going to be uploaded late. Whoops. But the good news is I'm back, and we've got more Pac Man to review. Season 2 to be precise. Now, if only we could just do all this in one episode of the reviews. But I can't because I'm doing them in order. Uploads and stuff. Fucking hell. Anyway, Season 2, Episode 1 begins with Here's Super Pac. Not Super Pac Man, Super Pac. Put simply, Super Pac is different from Pac Man. Not in terms of the games or anything, but in this episode, Super Pac and Pac Man are different people, with Super Pac potentially being from another universe. Because he enters and exits through a portal. It's pretty bad. Put simply, the ghosts are trying to stop Pac Man as usual to get the information from him about the power pellet forest, and Super Pac Man comes in and stops them and nearly takes Miss Pac Man away. Like, seriously, Miss Pac Man was hardcore flirting. Like, I have never seen a main character look more like a cuckold than than this episode. Well, outside of the hentais, of course. Not that I'll watch hentai involving cuckolding. That would be weird. God, I'm a fucking loser. Anyway, um, the usual shenanigans happen. Pac-Man and Super Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man all help to destroy a giant fucking robot that the ghosts have, apparently. And Super Pac-Man defeats the robot in the end, they get stuck in what's called chomp mode. It's pretty odd. It's like someone's using a controller with the turbo function. And the only way that they were able to stop his chomp mode was to send him back through the portal that he had lost and Pac Man had found. Because apparently you can just... It's a Looney Tunes cartoon, basically. They just pick up the circular portal, move it around, slap it in place, and it works as the portal should. It makes no goddamn sense. But you want to know what makes even less sense? The fact that they put in 2 segments of this cartoon which happens to have new characters introduced into the same episode. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, it's PJ. Was the second segment. They have an entire Pac family going on. And PJ stands for Pac Jr. Even though Pac Man is not the father of Pac Jr. Okay, so I'm just gonna get straight into the story right now. Pac Man is trying to convince Pac Jr. to go back to school. And it turns out at the end that he does go back to school, but only because Pac Man was such a failure at convincing him otherwise. Because he was... Look, it's just awful. The episode is awful. The series is awful. And this is why I've been putting it off. Coming back to this. Okay. Of course I had medical issues, but... yeah, it's terrible. I don't want to do this anymore. But thankfully, not only are we 7 episodes now away from the end of this, tomorrow we get to start a new review series. So come back for that. Also, Assassin's Creed 2 finishes tomorrow. And we have a lot of stuff ahead of us. Yeah. See you guys tomorrow.